Done competently, a live television performance or interview can connect celebrities in a raw, emotionally honest way to their fans across the globe. These unedited appearances offer a glimpse into a star's creative process or some insight into who they really are when all the post-production bells and whistles are stripped away. But sometimes, live TV can ruin careers, or at least drive the final nails in the coffin. For example, Paula Deen. Like a dollop of butter seeping into every crevice of a seared New York strip steak, Paula Deen melted her career down in 2013 when news broke of a lawsuit accusing her of cultivating an environment of violent, sexist, and racist behavior in her restaurants. The lawsuit, filed by a former employee, accused Deen not only of tolerating racism at restaurants she owned, but of exhibiting racist behaviors herself, having allegedly expressed a desire to hold a Southern plantation-style wedding with an exclusively black waitstaff. In a deposition Deen gave during the lawsuit, the Southern Fried Chef admitted that she had, of course, used racial slurs in the past. Instead of using the experience to apologize and grow, Deen leaned into the skid, going on the defensive by playing the victim card in a highly panned live interview on The Today Show. She insisted she only used racial slurs once in her life, to describe a black man that put a gun to her head when she was a bank teller in the 80s. Following the botched apology, Deen never fully recovered from the hit to her reputation, losing several publishing deals and endorsement contracts.
Would I have fired me, knowing me? No. I is what I is, and I'm not changing.
Janet Jackson. In 2004, the nation came together to absolutely crucify Janet Jackson for the heinous crime of exposing her nipple to the nation for a fraction of a second during a live halftime performance with Justin Timberlake at the 38th Super Bowl in Houston. The wardrobe malfunction and ensuing controversy, immortalized in a characteristically classy fashion by the media as Nipplegate, sent Jackson's career into a nosedive. But several people were allegedly involved in the exposure. Her choreographer had reportedly promised the performance would be shocking, and let's not forget it was Timberlake who actually did the exposing by peeling away a portion of her top. Timberlake's career flourished after the incident, but Janet's more or less been MIA. It's a shame. Most people on this list ended their careers with self-inflicted wounds, but in this case, Jackson was just the unlucky entertainer who fell on the sword. Karmin. Saturday Night Live can be a brutal testing ground for new artists. Just ask the duo Karmin, who were coming off of a successful string of viral song covers on YouTube when they appeared on the SNL stage in 2012.
Now I'm here in a sticky situation. Got a little trouble, yet, but now I'm facing 5 minutes, 10 minutes, now it's been an hour. Don't wanna think too hard, but I'm sour.
The perky performers were met with some pretty brutal criticism attacking their watered-down take on R&B and rap. Spin called it hip-hop even Mitt Romney could enjoy. One of the kinder reviews said their performance likely resulted in mild auditory distress from viewers at home. Their debut album was met with mixed reviews and underperformed, and the duo split from Atlantic Records in 2014.
I know you want it, so come and get it. A Cheerio.
Jamie Kennedy. There should be no reason to remember the live New Year's Eve broadcast that aired on Los Angeles-based KDOC during the final moments of 2012. But people have kept coming back to this broadcast over the years to relive the memories from that night, because First Night 2013 was so awful, poorly done, and off the rails that it quickly went viral. Many scenes find the host, actor Jamie Kennedy, looking lost on stage, not knowing when the show is live or when the camera is on him. Many of Kennedy's jokes and skits were criticized as racist and insensitive, further damaging the reputation of a performer whose career had already been in a downward spiral for more than a decade. On the technical side, the show was full of dead air, with cameras on people who weren't ready and hard cuts to commercials.
Oh, I'm so excited 2013's here.
The Jalapeno Turkey Burger, new at Carl's Jr.
The show concluded by screwing up the countdown clock, officially ringing in the new year later than everyone else, at which point a small fistfight broke out on stage.
There's a fight. It's ending with a fight. It's ending with a fight.
It's a solid gold classic of live TV failure and has to be seen to be believed. And yet, the memory of this New Year's meltdown may have finally been eclipsed, all because of Mariah Carey. Nothing short of the end of days could really end the career of Mariah Carey, but Queen Mimi has been a punchline since New Year's Eve 2016. The diva closed out the New Year's Rockin' Eve show in Times Square with a cringe-inducing, non-starter of a performance. As the music played and her dancers twirled around her, Carey prowled the stage and ran out the clock, unable to hear and unwilling to sing. All the while, her blaring backing track called into question how much of a live Mariah performance is the real deal.
You just don't get any better.
Carey's team and the show's production staff would later blame each other for the audio mishap, but all of the headlines focused on Carey and her disastrous performance, and she hasn't really shaken it since. Maybe next year? Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.